Welcome to Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are joined today by Gary Kovacic. He is the mayor of Arcadia, and as you know, come March 2016, Phase 2 of the Gold Line extension will be opening, going right through your beautiful city. I want to ask you, though, about an issue, and that focuses upon Santa Anita Avenue, a very busy street, and the Gold Line is on grade. And so you, in the last few years, with some of your constituents, were concerned about going along Santa Anita Avenue at grade.
Yeah, and we were told it's the busiest thoroughfare along the entire Gold Line route, but it still didn't qualify under federal traffic warrant counts for a grade-separated bridge. And if we wanted a bridge, we were going to have to build it ourselves, so we did.
The authority was not willing to pick up the tab for this.
They were not obligated to, and they were not willing to. And so they put it in our court.
And so let's talk about a city endeavoring to build a bridge. That's not necessarily within the purview of a city. I would presume usually in California you'd look to Caltrans or a construction authority. So how did you go about this process?
Well, we decided it was a problem.
Okay.
We didn't want our traffic on our busiest street to come to a standstill every 5 to 10 minutes.
And that it would have been that.
Absolutely, in perpetuity. We're embracing the Gold Line. It's a great project.
No doubt.
But it was going to be disruptive if it was going to remain at grade, and so we decided to take it upon ourselves to build our own bridge.
And so did you first interact with the construction authority to see if we build our own bridge, will you use the bridge for your choo-choo train?
We obviously had to clear it with Mr. Balian.
Right, who I went to college with, Habib Bailey, and he is the CEO.
And all the folks who control the project. But yes, they were receptive to it. They just weren't going to pay for it. And so we took it to the voters, and it passed.
And let's talk about that, because that is what you had to do. You were not going to access your general fund, I presume.
Right.
So you went to your voters in May 2011. You were seeking a general obligation bond, which required then 50 plus 1 or 2/3?
2/3.
That's a big number.
That's a big number. We had $5 million in the bank for transportation purposes, but we need an additional $8 million because it was a $13 million project. And it was a 2/3 voter threshold, high threshold.
Right.
But we had full support of the city council, full support of the school board, the major taxpayers in town, Westfield, Santa Anita were behind it, and it passed with 71% of the vote.
That's stunning, especially since it was an off election.
Yes.
I mean, May 2011, was it the only thing on the ballot, you remember?
Well, it wasn't 2011. This has been a long project. It was 2006 when we passed the bond.
Oh, I see.
We finally dedicated the bridge last month, and this is 2015.
So the bonds were
floated in 2011. We waited for a good time
I
in the budget. We got a great rate, and it turned out to be a win-win situation.
And so tell me, what does it look like? I believe we're rolling in pictures now. I hope we're doing that.
It's a nice Art Deco design. We didn't want just a generic bridge. It has our peacock logo on the on the standards. It has a sophisticated lighting system that can be adjusted to holidays. We just finished Hanukkah with blue and white lights.
Nice.
Christmas is coming with red and green. 4th of July will have red, white, and blue. It's terrific.
So what will the Gold Line bring to Arcadia, especially given that you now have this extra incentive with no grade disruption?
It'll bring better traffic flow, obviously.
Right.
But from a standpoint of our downtown, we are looking for an infusion of energy and a infusion of attention. We've already approved a brew pub in the neighborhood and a mixed-use building, so it's going to be great for Arcadia.
He is Gary Kovacic. He is the mayor of Arcadia.